The wait is over. It's finally time to go racing again. The last time we spoke, it was a wet and murky Red Bull Ring. That was some 229 days ago. That was the end of last year's Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux, but now we're back for a brand new season of Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux 2024. The cars are on the grid. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spa-Francorchamps, a little bit later than originally scheduled due to a stoppage earlier on during the World Endurance qualifying, but now we are ready to go racing. It is the first of a 12-race season for Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. Conditions are absolutely perfect here at Spa-Francorchamps. This 12-race season, which starts here in Belgium, will continue in the Netherlands at Zandvoort in June. It will head to Imola in Italy in July. We go to Assen, to the Red Bull Ring, and it all comes to an end in Zolder. But our focus today is on the first of two races this weekend for Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux 2024. And it's already been lively. We had a qualifying session this morning. We saw a red flag early on and a number of drivers having their laps interrupted, and it's meant that the grid is very mixed up indeed. We've got lots of new drivers on the grid. Over half the field are new from last year. We got last year's Pro-Am champion, Sasha Norden, on the grid, but on this field, only 3 of the drivers that are racing here have stood on the podium for the overall race. It is a new, young, competitive grid here in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux, and you've just seen the grid scrolling through your screen. During that interrupted qualifying session this morning, it was Benjamin Pack who took pole position with Walter Zveerdries alongside him. Behind them, Nick Ho, Robin Knutson, then Koba Pauls and Sam Yongyan on row 3. Yanni Kakea was the leading Pro-Am driver with Alex Ryman alongside him, and Thomas Kangra and Mike Rosenberg on the next row, heading Jules Grau and Domas Radonis. Yurin de Back, Maxime Bertog were on the 7th row, and Ralph Poplars and Dirk Schutten, he was a long way back. Niels Langveld and Paul Meyer, and then behind them on the back of the grid, Sasha Norden, who picked up a 3-place grid drop for impeding, and Ziad Giris line up alongside each other. It is a packed grid. We're missing Draker Janssen. He was the car that had a fairly big impact up at Radion during qualifying this morning, and we wish him all the best. Unfortunately, he's unable to take part in this race. We are at Spa-Francorchamps in the glorious Ardennes Forest. Weather conditions are perfect. This circuit, which is 7 kilometers around, that's about 4.352 miles, 19 turns, 10 to the left and 9 to the right. It is a legendary circuit. Every driver wants to race here, but there is what is probably the most feared corner and straight combination in motorsport, that being Eau Rouge and Radion. The drivers need to conquer that. They need to keep it all together. The hearts will be racing as the cars come around now on their formation lap, getting the heat into the tyres and into the brakes. It is the 12th season of Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux, this legendary series which goes from strength to strength every year. Quite a young field to the grid this year. We have 4 championships that we're thinking about. We have the overall standings, we have the Pro-Am category, we have the rookie race, and we have the team championship. As I've already mentioned, the Pro-Am champion from last year is Sasha Norden. He's going for the overall championship this year. That is a steep hill to climb, but he is certainly a driver who can do it. But there are so many talented drivers around him. This is going to be a very, very competitive race. The first job is going to be getting the cars around La Source, which is turn 1, that really tight first gear corner, and then it's flat out down towards Eau Rouge into 5th gear up to Radion, which will be 6th gear, where the cars will be reaching up to 265 kilometers an hour. This is going to be tense. The cars now lined up on the grid. Are you ready? Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux 2024 is about to go. We're going to wait for those 5 red lights to go off, and we are racing. It's a good start from Benjamin Pack. He leads the cars in towards last source, but we're 3 abreast behind. Walter Ventris dropping back into the pack. Robin Knudsen there as well. But what a start from Benjamin Pack. Out onto towards Eau Rouge and then up this steep hill, and this is quite a hill, keeping the foot flat to the floor all the way up there. So much courage required by these drivers, but it's Benjamin Pack and it's Nick Ho into that second place, but Robin Knudsen now jumping him, so Robin Knudsen into second place. The 98 car of Nick Ho getting swallowed up a little by the pack. Now keep an eye on Sam Yongyang in the number 65 car, moving up into third place. The rest of the cars coming through. There is Colin Berninghausen, a driver who's also in Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany this year. A number of drivers going very, very wide out of turn 5 and in towards turn 6. That's Lecombe and towards Malmedy. The stewards will be taking a look at that because track limits have been an issue in all of the free practice and the qualifying sessions so far. So any drivers who exceed track limits may well pick up a penalty. Robin Knudsen currently in that second place. Sam Yongyang looking to the outside, almost onto the grass. Nick Ho just holding back slightly. Now to the inside. Sam Yongyang, Robin Knudsen going wide into the runoff area. And Sam Yongyang, the driver who starred in the rain last year at the Red Bull Ring, up into that second place already, leaving the number 32 car behind. Colin Berninghausen there inside as well. Walter Ventris, the driver who started on the front row, getting a little bit swallowed up by the pack. Now the 22 car of Koba Powell's also there as well, one of the young chargers that we're keeping an eye on. There's a car going slightly wide, picking up a bit of dirt. Our leading driver in the Pro-Am category is Yanni Kakea, currently in 8th overall. And our leading rookie driver, Sam Yongyang, keep an eye on him in second place. But Benjamin Pack, 2.983 seconds in the lead. Now, what can Sam Yongyang do about that? We'll keep an eye on that gap and see if it comes down. A lot of fighting further back. Robin Knudsen picking up the curve. The car's coming around towards turn 17. It'll be towards the bus stop. They've done that now. Out towards complete the lap. And that is Dirk Schouten, a driver who's very much a favourite coming into this championship. And he's had a spin. He's turned around out of turn 19, pointing in the wrong direction. Looks as though he's managed to escape any damage from any other cars, but he is going to rejoin at the back of the pack, and it's going to feel like a long race for him. If you're new to Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux, it is a sprint race, short and sharp, half an hour plus 1 lap of racing. We've had 3 minutes already around this mighty circuit. The car's settling down. Car 47, Alex Ryman in 7th place. Yanni Kakea in 10th place, just behind him. Alex Ryman, who was such a star in Porsche Sprint Challenge Southern Europe over the winter months. And another driver who is a contender for the Rookie Championship, maybe for the overall championship. Sasha Norden going wide. Right, let's have another look at a replay here, and that was Dirk Schouten. Now, was he helped around by the 36 car, Ralph Poplars? Ralph, who we last saw at Zolder last year. He's been recovering from an injury. He fractured his leg in the first race at Zolder last year. He spent a lot of time getting himself back up to speed. Now, has he got involved with the Dirk Schouten car? Well, we'll keep an eye, and if the race stewards believe that there has been any kind of contact between them, they will be investigating that. Robin Knudsen in 3rd place. A good, solid, strong start. He raced last year 4 races. His best last year was a 5th place. So if he can finish in 3rd place, then that would be his best result ever in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. But he's got Walter Ventris, who started on the front row, who's now coming back at him. Behind Ventris is Colin Berninghausen, and then Koba Powell's Nick Ho's dropped back to 7th place. Thomas Kango, Alex Ryman and Paul Meyer rounding out the top 10. But there is our race leader. Now, Benjamin Pack, 2.536 is the gap. So Sam Yongyang is taking time out of him. He is the quickest man. He was in Sector 1 and Sector 2. Is he going to be on Sector 3 as well? So Sam Yongyang He guested at the Red Bull Ring last year and was so impressive. He finished on the podium in his first ever race weekend in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. A driver who up until last year was racing MX-5, so something very, very different to this. The 48 car, Thomas Cangro, currently in 8th place. Alex Ryman, one of the real chargers. Paul Meyer, keep an eye on him. These are three very, very rapid drivers running together. Thomas Cangro in that 8th place. Up this steep hill, Radion, and then it's flat out towards the Lecombe. Before that is the Kemmel Straight. These legendary corners here at Spa-Francorchamps. The cars running absolutely flat out through this section. To the inside, Cobra Powell's in 11th overall, second in the Pro-Am race, Ralph Poplars, who we saw getting together with Dirk Schuiten. There's a car getting one wheel onto the dirt. That looked like Sasha Norden, gathers it all up together, so he keeps it all in one piece, pointing in the right direction. This is the battle for 3rd place. Robin Knudsen under pressure from the 121 car of Volta Zvedris. Car 7, Paul Meyer, we said keep an eye on him, and that's exactly what he's doing now. He's putting the pressure onto Tom Cangro. Meyer to the outside becomes the inside. He still can't hold on to it, so Thomas Cangro in that 8th place. Meyer drops back, winds himself up again for potentially another challenge. These cars all absolutely identical, so very, very difficult to find a route past. Overtaking opportunities, there are a few round here. Thomas Cangro has a little look to the outside. Paul Meyer is through, so Paul Meyer through into that 8th place. A very quick driver. He was quickest in free practice yesterday. Thomas Cangro dropping down now into the clutches of Alex Ryman. Alex Ryman to the outside. Still, he holds on to the position. Car 10 in there as well. That's Niels Langeveld. He was pretty fed up after the qualifying this morning when the red flag came out. He wasn't able to improve his time. Currently running in 11th place. So, 48, holding on there. Tom Cangro in 9th place. Alex Ryman there as well. Paul Meyer in the 8th place. Ahead of him, Nick Ho. So, contact between Dirk Schuiten and Ralph Poplars is under investigation. There's no surprises there. We saw that on our screen, so the steward's taking a look at that. Meanwhile, Benjamin Pack has opened up his lead. He's just put another 7/10 of a second between himself and 2nd place Sam Yongyan. Then it's Robin Knudsen. He is back in 3rd place ahead of Volta Zvedris, and there is a spinner, and that is the 48 car Thomas Cangro. You see him just losing the back end, the car spinning around. He hasn't made any contact, but the rest of the cars go through, so Thomas Cangro drops back through the pack. He'll rejoin. There is our race leader. The yellow flag at turns 5 and 6 has come out. That is up at Lecombe. And that is where he spun the car. Having another look there, he went wide in front, the car swapping ends, and Thomas Cangro pointing in the wrong direction, fortunately avoiding contact from anybody else. Robin Knudsen in that 3rd place at the moment. So, Volta Zvedris challenging, hard for position. There's Colin Berninghausen. Alex Ryman still under pressure. These drivers who are learning the Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux series, they're all, a lot of them new to it, more than half the field new to this series this year. Alex Ryman in 9th place in the 47 car, now under pressure from Niels Langeveld. Niels Langeveld finding a route through on the inside relatively easily. And Langeveld, who's an experienced pilot, we've seen him in a number of GT3 categories over the years, really fancies go of the Porsche Carrera Benelux Championship this year. Now working his way up through the pack into that 9th place. Alex Ryman just behind him. There's Sasha Norden putting the pressure on. Norden, who had such a difficult qualifying this morning, working his way back up through the pack to the inside of Alex Ryman. Out of the bus stop they come, out towards La Source, and Sasha Norden's got the move done. Now Ryman coming back at him on the inside towards La Source. It's going to be under the braking. Sasha Norden will have the faster line round the corner, but it's the 47 car of Alex Ryman who steals the position back. Now keep an eye on car 39, Yannick Kakea there as well. They race out towards Rouge, absolutely flat out. Sasha Norden once again inching ahead, steals the position back. Great clean racing from these drivers. And out over the hill they come. It's Sasha Norden who gets past Alex Ryman and makes it stick. And through into that 10th place. Ahead of them, Niels Langeveld still fighting for positions further back. Alex Ryman not giving up, one of the real up-and-coming superstars in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. In the background, Domas Radonis as well in the Team GP Elite number 5 car, rushing to get involved in that battle. Yannick Kakea in there as well. Sasha Norden holding on to the position. He managed to get past, he made it look fairly easily, but Alex Ryman really coming back at him hard now. But the Radonis car finding a space on the inside. Yannick Kakea there as well. Look at them lined up behind. Also, Mike Rosenberg in the number 12 car, ready to jump if any of these cars get together. So, 18.5 minutes remaining of this race. There is Dirk Schuten, the number 34 car. A real star last year in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux, has a massive following. A lot of people will be cheering him on and will be very disappointed to have seen him dropping back through the pack. Now Alex Ryman under pressure from Domas Radonis. So Radonis moves to the outside. Alex Ryman just holding on to that position at the moment. Car's still very much in single file, but you know, just 1 foot wrong and Radonis will be through. So our race leader continue to stretch his legs, 4.2 seconds as we continue to focus on this battle further back. Dirk Schuten in the last of the points-paying positions in 15th place. Ralph Poplar's behind him. There is Alex Ryman still in 11th place. Now Radonis coming under pressure from Yannick Kakea. That has allowed Ryman just to break clear a little bit. So Kakea there, Mike Rosenberg in the background, and here comes Dirk Schuten. He will be furious about that spin earlier on. Out along past the pits they come, under braking towards La Source. Ryman still defending that position from Radonis. Still Ryman holding on to 11th place. There is our leader, Benjamin Pack, has jumped out in front and opened up that gap. Sam Yongyan some 4.1 seconds behind. Yongyan's best finish so far in just his 2 appearances has been a 3rd place, so if he can finish it like it is now, then it will be a best ever score for Sam Yongyan. But we've still got a little under 17 minutes plus 1 lap remaining of this race 1 of the season for Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. Ralph Poplar's also under pressure. He goes wide across the runoff area. He rejoins. The stewards will take a look at that, and if they feel as though he has gained any advantage from that, then he will be asked to, or receive a penalty. He'll be asked to give the position back. Alex Ryman still in that 11th place. Radonis behind him. Kakea there as well. Dirk Schuten in 14th place, just itching to find a route past. Because of the difficult qualifying this morning, a lot of these cars starting well out of position to what we'd expect them. Reaching the halfway point of the race. Robin Knudsen in 3rd place, doing a great job holding on Wolters Verdris in the number 121 car. In 4th place, Colin Berninghausen as well there. Alex Ryman, still the driver, holding on in the 11th place, still under all that pressure, pulling on everything that he's learned. Domas Radonis for Team GP Elite, a mega quick team with a mega quick driver at the wheel, challenging for position for that 11th place. Yannick Kakea just there as well in 13th. Here comes our race leader across the line. It was 4.318 seconds when he crossed the timing beam Now it's 4.242. So Sam Yongyan pegging it back a little, but at the halfway point of the race, 4.2 seconds would take an awful lot to wind back. So it's still Benjamin Pack in the lead, Sam Yongyan, Robin Knudsen in third place, Wolters Verdris in fourth place, started on the front row of the grid. Then Colin Berninghausen, the driver who's been doing double duty with Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany as well. And then Koba Powles in sixth place ahead of Nick Ho. Paul Meyer, the very rapid Paul Meyer, in car number 7 in eighth place. Niels Langeveld, Sasha Norden rounding out the top 10. So when this race started today, we knew there were a number of cars that were out of position that were going to be fighting through. One of them, the 77 of Jules Grau, he's a long way back in 18th place. So Jules Grau, a lot of work to do from there, not even in a points-paying position in the overall race. But in the Pro-Am race, he is in fourth place. So to remind you, we have an overall race. We have Pro-Am drivers. They are indicated by the blue markings next to their numbers. We have rookies as well. They have the orange markings. And if you want to see which the cars are out on the track, the rookie drivers have an orange cross on their headlights and the Pro-Am drivers with a blue cross on their headlights so that you can identify them. Benjamin Packer, 6 laps in the book, 4.8 seconds ahead of Sam Yongyan. The drivers here running the ETS racing fuel. It's something very new for this year, an innovative renewable fuel. It's called 102 R50 by ETS Racing Fuels. It's based on 50% renewable components, which equates to 40% less greenhouse gases emissions compared to a fossil-based fuel. It's all about Porsche, pushing sustainability in motorsport, and pushing hard is the 22 car, Koba Powles, now turning the heat up on Colin Berninghausen. Berninghausen enjoying his first year in Porsche. He was in another single-make series last year, but now has taken the Porsche. Look at this, the 121 car in fourth place. We've got some track limit warnings coming up as well. Yanni Kakea is one of them, Thomas Cangro, Colin Berninghausen. Berninghausen, who's already had a visit to the steward's office this weekend for exceeding track limits, and the steward's taken a very dim view to drivers exceeding track limits, particularly up at turn 3, Radion and out towards Kemmel Straight. So it's still Benjamin Packer leading. This was Jules Grau moving to the inside of Mike Rosenberg, the 77 car, moving up into 17th place. And Mike Rosenberg also in the Pro-Am category. So that moves Jules Grau into a podium position in the Pro-Am race. Colin Berninghausen, remember, the stewards have got one eye on him. Wolters Verdris has broken clear a little in that fourth place. So Berninghausen and another car behind going wide. That's Kobe Powles also going wide and across the runoff area. So he's in sixth place. Behind him, Paul Meyer. Dirk Schutten continuing to charge his way through the number 34 car. This is a driver who, over the winter period, ran 100 kilometers in pretty well one go to raise funding for his driving. Dirk Schutten, who is an absolute celebrity, has a massive following on social media, and really showing well here as he charges his way back up through the pack after that spin. He's up into 12th place, so he's in the points. It's a lot further back than he would have liked, but he now will be on to Alex Ryman. And Schutten, who is by far the more experienced of the two in this series, will be putting the pressure on to the young Estonian driver, Alex Ryman. And that is a car off onto the grass. That's Niels Langeveld, who's gone wide. He's gone straight on into the gravel trap. He keeps the power on onto the grass, gets a little bit airborne. That's going to hurt coming back down to land. He keeps it going, and he's able to rejoin. But car 10 will drop a long way back as a result of that. No problems like that for Benjamin Pack. What a dominant run he has at the moment. It is 5.4 seconds ahead of Sam Yongyan. There is Sam Yongyan in the green and black car at the top of your screen, heading in towards La Source. And then it'll be round the first gear corner. They take it at about 60 kilometers towards Eau Rouge. 5th gear, 225 kilometers an hour. Then up the hill, Radion onto the Kemmel Straight. Fastest part of the track, 265 kilometers an hour in 6th gear. There's Langeveld, car number 10. We saw him having that little excursion off. He's in 10th place at the moment. And Alex Ryman has wheeled him in as a result of that. Dirk Schouten there as well. Dirk Schouten looking impatient as they head towards Eau Rouge, and then it'll be up the hill, Radion up on to the Kemmel Straight. Takes an awful lot of courage. If you've never seen this track in real life, you don't appreciate how steep that hill is. Dirk Schouten sweeping around the outside along the Kemmel Straight. Then it'll be the heavy braking of Les Combes, the 3rd gear corner, but Schouten driving around the outside of Alex Raimond. Job done. Car 34, another position taken. Domas Radonis in the background, also looking to follow through on his coattails. Alex Ryman, this is a baptism of fire for him. His first ever race in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux, doing a great job, but working hard now to hold on to that 12th position at the front of that queue. Niels Langeveld, the driver that we saw taking to the grass in 10th place. Dirk Schouten lining him up. Towards turn 12 they come. Langeveld holding on at the moment. Dirk Schouten there, Alex Ryman in the background. Domas Radonis there. The first 4 cars, nothing between them. Schouten looks to the outside. A little bit of a filling of the mirrors moment. Not really a serious attempt to get past. He picks up the dirt as he tries to challenge for position. Still, Niels Langeveld holding on for all he's worth to that 10th place. Dirk Schouten in the 11th place. Our race leader is up to 7 seconds over Sam Yongyan. Sam Yongyan, who has the fastest lap, and to remind you that in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux, the drivers get a point for the fastest lap. So if he can keep that fastest lap to the end of the race, Sam Yongyan will get a bonus point. Benjamin Packer, already the points leader as a result of starting on pole position. He got a point for that. Another warning for car 7, Paul Meyer, track limits, and car 12, Mike Rosenberg. Again, Dirk Schouten looking to the outside. He tucks back. This is for 5th place. Still, Dirk Schouten looking, it's not for 5th place, for 10th place. Schouten looking impatient. Along towards La Source-et-Camp, past the pits, the heavy braking. There's Langeveld in the number 10 car. It's car 10 in 10th place. Out towards Eau Rouge once again. Langeveld holding on to 10th. Dirk Schouten there as well, ready to jump. Now, what can he do? Up the hill they come once again. Towards Radion, once again, onto the Kemmel Straight. This is going to be a best overtaking opportunity. He looks to the outside. Now, along the Kemmel Straight, towards Les Combes. He pulls in front. Can he get it slowed down as they head in towards the turn 5? No, he can't. Niels Langeveld holding on to it. Dirk Schouten dropping back. Alex Ryman also going wide there. So the car 5 of Domas Radonis trying to challenge, but Dirk Schouten doing all that he can. This is like running for the race lead. You wouldn't believe this was for 10th place. But Langeveld holding on, such an experienced driver. We saw him in GT Masters a couple of years ago. We've seen him guesting in other classes, and now using all that experience to hold off Dirk Schouten. So, once again, Schouten tucked up behind as they head towards turns 12 and 13. Alex Ryman there, still holding on from Domas Radonis. So much pressure. Less than 6.5 minutes remaining of this race. It's Benjamin Packer who leads the way from Sam Yongyan. Dirk Schouten knows that time is running out if he wants to go further forwards into the points. You can see how hard he is trying. He kicks up the dirt. Around the corner he comes. But still, 47, holding on. Was that a lock-up from Schouten, or was it Langeveld? So much pressure on. Langeveld, once again, holding on to that 10th place. Dirk Schouten lining him up. Still 10th place, remaining as it is. But Dirk Schouten almost pushing the number 10 car round towards turn 16 and 17. Which is, of course, out towards the bus stop in a moment. It'll be the heavy braking. Dirk Schouten will want to try and get a good run out of that as they head towards La Source, and then a good run out of La Source as they head towards Rouge, right through the bus stop. A 5-second time penalty added to the total time of car 4. That's Jurien de Back, and that is because of track limits. So 5 seconds added also to car 34. That's Dirk Schouten, who's going to have 5 seconds added to his time as well. So all this hard work, he's exceeded the track limits. The race stewards said they were going to be tough on it this year. Zero tolerance, and it is a time penalty that is added to both Jurien de Back and also to Dirk Schouten. Schouten now challenging the car number 10, where the message has got through to Niels Langeveld because he can let him through, but he's going to get that position back again once this race is over, because we've only got 4 3/4 minutes plus 1 lap remaining. Schouten once again running side by side in the background. Radonis running alongside Alex Ryman. Still, Niels Langeveld holds on to that 10th place. Brilliant stuff. And still, Dirk Schouten is looking at the back of the green and white and black Porsche. He looks to the outside once again. Still nothing happening. Alex Ryman still holding off the pressure from Domas Radonis. These battles here for 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th place in the background as Yanni Kakea. He's our leading Pro-Am driver. Yanni Kakea, 14th place. And the leader in the Pro-Am category, Ralph Poplar's second in the Pro-Ams in 16th overall, and Mike Rosenberg in 17th place, third in the Pro-Ams. Our leading rookie, Sam Yongyan, second in the rookies is Wolters Verdris, and third, Colin Bernickhausen. So podiums for them if things remain as they are, but we've still got 3.5 minutes remaining, plus 1 lap of this race, the first race of the season for Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux 2024. The first of 2 races this weekend here at the legendary Spa-Francorchamps. And still, Niels Langeveld holds on to that 10th place. Still, Dirk Schouten out of ideas once again towards turn 16, Blanchimont. And then it'll be 17 and towards the bus stop. And again, this is where Dirk Schouten closes up. He pokes his nose to the outside, just filling the mirrors of car number 10. Ducks back behind, now through the bus stop, out along the pitch, over the starting grid they come towards La Source. Dirk Schouten will want to be as close as he possibly can be around the first corner, 60km/h corner, out of turn 1, out towards turn 2, Eau Rouge. Right, here he is, looking down at La Source now, out of the corner. Has he got a good exit? We're looking at car 22. Koba Powell's in 6th place. Paul Meyer, who has been so rapid here all week long, looks to the outside. Koba Powell's just moving across to block him. He's allowed to change direction once under braking, and then that is it. Paul Meyer looking by far the quicker of the two. 2.25 minutes remaining of this race, the first race of the season. Dirk Schouten finally pulling alongside Niels Langeveld. He drops across, he slams the door in his face, and the position is finally taken away. That is the hardest he's had to work for a 10th position for a very long time. Dirk Schouten through into 10th place. Now, will Niels Langeveld try to come back, because Alex Ryman is just behind. Domas Radonis there as well. There is the 77 car, Jules Grohl, now with Mike Rosenberg. So 77 in 18th place. Mike Rosenberg, a direct rival. They're both in the Pro-Am category, so this is for second in the Pro-Am race. Yanni Kakea in 14th place. Jurien de Back is between them. So Ralph Poplar's Mike Rosenberg, and then Jules Grohl. So Jules Grohl trying to get himself onto that podium position. Mike Rosenberg just holding him off at the moment. Mike Rosenberg in the 12 car, the green, white and black car. Jules Grohl, a car that you can't miss in the bright orange and black, locks up a brake. Going to have a little flat spot on the tyre there. He's in the 18th place at the moment, still 4th in category, so not going to make it onto the podium if he remains as he... And again, another lockup from Jules Grohl for Team Race Art, pushing hard, and you wonder whether the tyres on that car are absolutely shot. No problems for Benjamin Pack, leading the way, 10 seconds ahead of Sam Yongyan. Phenomenal it's a phenomenal display from our race leader. A 15-second time penalty has been added to dual grouse. So 15 seconds, you can see him locking up there in the replay. That is a massive amount, and there is a spin. Mike Rosenberg just getting it all wrong. The car turns around, but 15 seconds is going to be added to the time of car 77. So if Mike Rosenberg can get it turned around and get back going again, he may well still hold on to that podium position. So out on to turn one we go once again. And then up towards Eau Rouge, up the steep hill we come. Benjamin Pack leading the way. The clock has struck 0, so it'll be this lap, then one more for Benjamin Pack to take what will be his first ever win in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. Sam Yongyan in second place. He might be 10 seconds behind, but he's in a good, solid position because he's 5 seconds clear of Robin Knudsen. That's your 1, 2, 3. There is your race leader. So about a lap and 3/4 to go. Heading out towards turn 12, he comes. That is Fania, taken in third gear, about 120 kilometers an hour. And there is our second place driver, Sam Yongyan, the driver who stole the headlines on his debut at the Red Bull Ring last year in the pouring rain. He got a 7th in his first ever race, and he got a podium in his second ever race. Phenomenal stuff. Another driver who's coming up through the ranks, Robin Knudsen, car 32, the Swedish driver. His best finish in the Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux was last year. He did 4 races last year, and his best was at the Red Bull Ring also, and that was a 5th place. So looking good to beat that if he can keep this going and keep the position. Another 5-second time penalty added to the car of Dirk Schouten. So Dirk Schouten, the latest to receive another penalty from the race steward. So car 34's day going from bad to worse. He had to work so hard for that 10th place, but 5 seconds, well, you can see from the graphic on the side of your screen, that is going to drop him probably out of the points. And that is very bad news for Dirk Schouten and his very vocal fan club. We're into the final lap of the race for Benjamin Packer. So out towards Eau Rouge he comes once again, and up towards the Kemmel Straight, the 92 car. He stepped off pole position, got a great start to the race, and nobody has come anywhere near him. Sam Yongyan, 11 seconds back, but second place, well, he'll take that. They were really struggling with the setup of that car earlier on today and yesterday during free practice, and they made a lot of changes. They went in the wrong direction, and they made changes for qualifying this morning. Found a bit of a setup. You see the back end just a little bit lively as he went around the corner. Alex Ryman still holding on to position, 12th place. And Radonis behind him. So Alex Ryman holding on to 12th place, Radonis in 13th. What can they do? It's the final lap of the race. Time is running out ahead of them. Niels Langeveld in 11th place. He's come from the back of the pack, so good work done, but still in the lower reaches of the points-paying positions. Yannick Kekea in 14th place, just behind, leading in the Pro-Am race. Second in the Pro-Am race, still Ralph Poplars. 5-second time penalty added to, I think that was Yannick Kekea. Now as the car parks up on the tracks, Maxime Bertha, one of the drivers who is guesting here this weekend, but the race is almost over, so I don't think we're going to see any issues at turn 17. Here comes our race leader, who's going to be coming up to the position where he is. You can see the yellow flags waving, and he will need to respond accordingly and not power his way past. He gets past there, no problems at all. Benjamin Packer on the final lap of the race. He heads into the bus stop. It's going to be a first ever win for Benjamin Packer in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux 2024. He crosses the line. We're going to have quite a wait now for second place, Sam Yongyan, the driver who's coming through. He showed so much promise last year, and he's proven why everybody's put the faith in him across the line in second place. A great job from Robin Knudsen there as well in third place, and then it's Wolters Veerdris in fourth ahead of Colin Berninghausen. Koba Powell's in sixth place. Paul Meyer, Sash So Norden just snatching the position across the line. So Norden up into 7th place, and Paul Meyer clearly having a bit of a moment down into 9th place. Just to remind you, there are some time penalties to be added. Nick Ho is the latest, who's got 5 seconds that's going to be added to his time as a result of exceeding track limits. So Yannick Kakea crosses the line first in the Pro-Am race. Ralph Poplar's still waiting for him to cross the line. That'll be 2nd place in the Pro-Am race. And Jules Grau now up into 2nd in the Pro-Ams. Remember, there are time penalties to be applied to a number of drivers, and I'm just looking at the race control screen, and it is a list of drivers who have all had time penalties applied. No such problems, though, to the car that crossed the line first. Benjamin Pack, the driver from Belgium, who comes here to Spa-Francorchamps. It's his local track. It's the place where he really wanted to win. What a place to take your first ever win in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. He got a 9th from 6 races last year. Didn't do the full season, but he crosses the line to take the win, and a convincing win at that. A dominant win, but Sam Yong-Yun in 2nd place. A great job from him. Good, solid drive. He kept the gap back to the 3rd place Robin Knudsen car. So our winning rookie, Sam Yong-Yun. 2nd in the rookies was Wolters Veerdris, and 3rd in the rookies was Colin Berninghausen. And there, walking away from the car, Maxime Berthaud didn't quite make it to the finish, and it's a no score for him. Guesting here, Colin Berninghausen is also a guest here in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux, but it'll be really good if we see him again. Hopefully we'll see him again during the season. So it was a great race, a great way to start the season in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. Look at the start that Benjamin Pack had. He had a 2nd in front of Robin Knudsen by the time that they got to La Source. Then Nick Ho, who was at the front but got swallowed up by the crowd. Some track limits there as they head up towards Le Combe. Robin Knudsen breaking clear, but it was Sam Yong-Yun in the green and black car with Napa on the bonnet that came through to steal the positions away. In 3rd place there, a lot of fighting further back. Colin Berninghausen was in the battle as there was Sam Yong-Yun. A little bit of contact with Robin Knudsen. He came through and through to the position. That was the controversial part of the race, is where Dirk Schouten was turned around. Now, whether Ralph Poplars was involved or not, the stewards will decide. But Alex Ryman spent most of the race under pressure, but it was Thomas Cangro who got it all wrong. The car swapping ends. Jules Grau and Mike Rosenberg also fighting hard with each other. It was Mike Rosenberg who had a bit of a moment later on in the race, but not before Niels Langeveld did a little bit of grass track racing. He kept it all together. Looked like the splitter survived as well, and he came home in that 10th place. But Dirk Schouten had to work hard to try and find a route past car number 10. Ryman was there as well. Domas Radonas always pushing hard from behind. Yannick Kakea was leading the way in the Pro-Am race as well. Mike Rosenberg, Jules Grau, they were fighting for position, and that is where Rosenberg just lost it on his own. Behind, you saw Jules Grau, one of several lockups towards the end of the race, and of course that big time penalty that he got as a result of exceeding track limits. But the headline is Benjamin Pack winning in car 92 for D'Ieteren Luxury Performance, crossing the line first ahead of Sam Yong-Yun in the car 65 for Team Race Art. And there was the winner in the Pro-Am race. It was Yannick Kakea for 39 Racing. And Benjamin Pack will be absolutely delighted with that. He has been so dialed in all week long in free practice, in qualifying, and was always looking like he was going to be a bit of a threat from the front. But that lead he had into turn 1, into La Source, that was where he broke clear and left the others in his wake. It's a massive crowd here today for this, the World Endurance Championship, and the massive crowd in the glorious sunshine here at Spa-Francorchamps have enjoyed some great racing, and Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux have entertained. We've also got the Lamborghini Super Trofeo coming up. There's about 55 cars in that race from what I hear, so that might be worth a watch. Some high-speed highlights. We're hoping to bring you the podium. We're running a little bit behind here today as a result of a red flag in the World Endurance qualifying session. And you get just a sense of how much action there was in that 30 minutes that we saw. Right, here we go then. Here's the results. I believe this is with the penalties applied. So Benjamin Pack, Sam Yongyan, Robin Knudsen, your 1, 2, 3. The winner in the rookies, Sam Yongyan, ahead of Wolters Vedris and Colin Berninghausen. Kobe Pauls as well in 6th place, ahead of Sasha Norden and Paul Meyer. Those are the remaining positions. Yanni Kakea winning in the Pro-Am race. Jules Grau 2nd, ahead of Mike Rosenberg. I would just say, subject to confirmation, there were a lot of penalties applied, and I think they've been applied to that, but there's still some confirmation required on that result. The stewards, an awful lot of video to look at, a lot of track limits issues as we look at the podium for this, what has been a very, very entertaining opening race for Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux 2024, the first of 12 races, and race 2 tomorrow at 10:30 local time here at Spa-Francorchamps. The sun has been shining all day today. It's due to shine all day tomorrow as well, but you never know when it comes to Spa. But the grid, well, I can tell you now, the grid for tomorrow, because we had the red flag in quali this morning, the grid for tomorrow is going to be taken from the times that were taken from the second free practice session yesterday, because the drivers in the qualifying session, their fastest lap determines the grid for race 1, their second fastest for race 2, and the drivers were not able to put in meaningful times to set the positions for race 2. So free practice 2 times will determine the grid for tomorrow's race. It will be a very different looking race to what we have seen today. But Benjamin Packer, how much space, how much pace has he got? He went from that pole position and nobody got anywhere near him. But still, Sam Yongyan from 6th on the grid. That was a spectacular move through the pack. Robin Knudsen, he'll be delighted with that. He gets a new best, beats his 5th place that he had at the Red Bull Ring. Right, we're looking at the podium. We're not looking at any drivers at the moment, but hopefully we're going to be able to bring you the podium in a few moments as we just wait here at Spa-Francorchamps. The Carrera Cup Benelux is back. I can tell you that now, while we have a gap in about a month's time. 7th and 9th of June, we are at Zandvoort, the legendary Dutch circuit, and with the big banked corners, and that will be absolutely spectacular. So make sure you join us here for that, part of the DTM package on that particular weekend. So the round 2 at Zandvoort, and then we will be heading to Imola in July as part of the ELMS series, and then Assen 2nd to the 4th of August, in Austria in September for rounds 5 at the Red Bull Ring. That'll be part of the GT Open, and then the finale 11th to 13th of October at Zolder for the 6th round. That's races 11 and 12, and that's part of the NASCAR finale as well. And you get the feeling we're going to see a lot of different winners. Of course, last year we saw Robert De Haan, who had a fairly strong hold on the championship. This year, no real clear favourites, although I think Benjamin Pack might have something to say about that. And with that display in that race, he clearly puts himself in a position where he is a bit of a favourite coming into this season. So, Benjamin Packer, he has also been in Porsche Carrera Cup France, and was in the Porsche Sprint Challenge Southern Europe last year, finished second in that. He was fifth in Porsche Carrera Cup France in 2023. He's also featured in Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup, so he is a driver who knows his way around. His father, Pierre-Yves, is also a GT racer. It runs in the blood, you know, Benjamin Pack in that first position, and I do believe we may be any second now about to call them to the podium. It'll be bests for all three drivers on the podium, personal bests. As I mentioned at the start, we've got no previous race winners starting in the championship this year, and the most successful so far, well, Benjamin Pack and Dirk Schouten both got second places last year. Benjamin Pack at Zandvoort and Dirk Schouten at Zolder. And Sam Yongyan got a third place at the Red Bull Ring in the wind and the rain. And those are the only three drivers who have finished previously on the podium in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux, but there are so many young chargers. We haven't even mentioned the talent pool yet. The 7 drivers who are coached and mentored by Dirk Werner, the former Porsche factory driver. And he's been training them in driving, fitness, both physical and mental, nutrition, finding and retaining sponsors, dealing with the media and social media, so many different disciplines in motorsport. And from the talent pool, we've seen stars coming through it. On Wednesday, they were given a special performance and data workshop by the Manthey Grello engineer, and really good wisdom that is being imparted. The talent pool drivers, they're the drivers that go through a selection process. The superstars of the future, or maybe the superstars of the present. Right, I think our announcer is about to call our race winner onto the podium. The tension is almost killing us here. And the champagne is waiting, warming up in the glorious sunshine here in the Ardennes forest. So here we go. Right, we're going to do it in reverse order. So in third place, it's Robin Knudsen. You're in time, mate. In second place, you can see how delighted he is, but not as delighted. Sam Yongyan in second. But it's Benjamin Pack who takes the top step of the podium for D'Ieteren Luxury Performance. So with the podium done and dusted, we turn our attention to tomorrow. It will be 10:30 local time that we will be back for race 2. Trophies being presented. We may have to leave you fairly shortly because we are running a little bit behind on the schedule at the moment. Let's just enjoy our third place driver receiving his trophy. Robin Knudsen, second place. Sam Yongyan receiving his second place trophy. Benjamin Pack, the race winner. Can he make it 2 out of 2 tomorrow? Join us here, Spa-Francorchamps, tomorrow morning to find out whether he can do it again. He's going to be at the top of the points. The bonus point for the fastest lap would have gone to Sam Yongyan. But tomorrow is a new day. The grid is looking very different tomorrow. The champagne celebrations start here at Spa-Francorchamps. We hope you've enjoyed the first race of the season for Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. We'll see you tomorrow for race 2. Bye-bye.